Hello and welcome to a very rare voiced video. Today I'll be going over Wuyang's primary fire and just some stuff you might not know about it. So you probably know it's a water or projectile that has gravity applied to it. You can also hold down the fire button and it'll charge the projectile and it'll let you control it. It'll also get a bigger splash radius and just deal way more damage. Okay, so basically how the charge thing works is that it follows wherever your cursor is pointed, and it'll basically home onto that. And whenever you release, it'll go in a straight line. It'll still have the gravity though. So basically, if I'm aiming over here, it'll go here. If I'm aiming at this target, and I release it, it'll go to that target. But it can also like point at the floor and stuff. Like you can do some wacky stuff with it. Like, if I do that, then it'll come back around the pillar because I'm pointing at the ground. It's kind of funny. As you also saw, it works from out of line of sight. So these guys over here, I can hit them like that. Yeah. And it basically just follows your cursor. It seems to not totally be controlled by momentum, or like it can go faster or like turn tighter maybe around the corner, but I think its velocity is pretty set. It just continues in the direction where it was released. So like that one, it wasn't able to turn all the way, so it wasn't able to go all the way over there. You can sort of spike it with this by like having its velocity at the end whenever you let go be downwards, instead of just lobbing normally. Yeah. Although I think it takes, it's not a very differential amount of time from just holding normally. Maybe it is. I can't really tell, but that's sort of how the control works. You can also release multiple, so you can get it out quicker. Oh yeah, and one other thing I noticed is that you can release the charged thing, the charged orb, before the sound effect, before that sound effect plays, and it'll do like the charged version normally. Sounds a little bit different. It's a bit harder to do, but that means you can do it a little bit tighter, like right before the sound effect plays. But yeah. One other thing I figured out is that the distance that you turn does affect the speed of the orb, which it should, which is good. So if I try to aim directly, it'll go over. If I try to aim completely down, it'll miss. It'll go too short. It'll like land right there. And if I go this distance, whoops, if I do it like this, like this, there we go, it'll hit. So an interesting thing about its primary is that you don't actually control the orb until it's charged up. So it takes about 10 meters to charge up, so I can do that, and it does the charge version. But if I'm standing like 9 meters, it doesn't charge up. So you actually can't control the orb until it's been charged. So as you can, which we can prove by 9 meters, if I try to flick, it won't actually move anywhere, and it'll just land where my cursor was already. But if we're at like 10 meters, then it'll actually move around. One other thing is that, as you may have noticed, I can spam. You can cancel the primary into itself, the uncharged primary specifically. You can't cancel the charged primary immediately. There's like a small cooldown. So you can sort of do the uncharged and then the charged like that. However, it is less damage than just doing that, like DPS, and it does use a bit more ammo than that, but it is a bit better than just spamming the primary by itself, which also uses up so much ammo.